The next book I'm going to read is The Long Walk by Stephen King. The movie's either in theaters or about to be or something like that. It's got Mark Hamill in it. He's the like evil general, and I think it's a dystopic future where they have a sort of like a Hunger Games or a battle royale type like thing where they make the children walk.
I also
endlessly.
consider light cardio to be the subject of a horror book.
You stop, you die. Like days go by. like they're driving behind you in
a
Jeep.
doing long walks.
I think if you stop, they kill you.
Strength training only.
Who kills you?
There's they're following you like I don't know the exact story. I just got the book on Audible. I haven't started it yet. But in the trailer, I noticed that Mark Hamill is like this evil general following behind the group of kids that are walking in like a Jeep with guns, like waiting for people to stop so they can execute them as this game. I guess it's being broadcast.
Oh, it's a game, so it's not post-apocalyptic. Like if you can't walk,
more dystopic.
Is it coming out in theaters, or you said they're broadcasting? That's why I'm.
No, it's in theaters right now. It's a Mark Hamill's the only name that I knew because the rest of the people are young people.
Actually, I know I mocked it as light cardio horror, but I'm kind of interested. Like, you sold it to me.
Oh yeah, dude, Stephen King is a premise master, but I guarantee at the end of that movie, it's going to be like, and it was actually magic. And then it will end with like, fuck, I'm so blue ball.
He never knows how to end his stories.
No. And he writes so many books. It's like he thinks of a new cool premise when he's 3/4 of the way through an existing book, and he's like, "Oh, this is top of mind. I got to wrap this shit up. On to the next one." Because he's like, how many books has he written? Probably 50, 60, 70?
250 more like.
That many?
I would guess 250.
Holy cow.
Especially if you count the short stories.
Oh, well, I mean like full feature-length books.
I would guess...
This thing says 65 and then 200 short stories.
Oh, nailed it.
But 70 books in total as of September 25.
I'm counting those short stories.
Well, you need to be right.
I do. I do. And I am right. I mean, The Mist was a short story. It's in one of those books that's got like 5 stories.
Well, the 65 counted novellas.
Mm-hmm.
Which I learned not too long ago, embarrassingly recently, like last 5 years. That means short novel.
Does that count his Bachman stories as well? That, he wrote under a pen name which I think is a huge flex, by the way. If people don't know, Stephen King was already this world famous best-selling author, and there's always that thing like, yeah, of course your next book is going to do well. You're Stephen King. Everyone's going to buy it to see what Stephen King has done now. And so he wrote under the name Bachman, like several books, and they did really well and sort of proved his greatness in a way. He was eventually found out by some super fan that like went down the rabbit hole and found him out. But I know that
and all this Bachman guy does is come up with good premises and bad endings.
Seems like there's a lot of panic magic in the last third of these books.
Rage was a Bachman novel. That's the school shooting book. That is just banned everywhere. It's not published anymore. I don't. If you buy it, I think you're buying it secondhand. And
I found a PDF of it online when you mentioned it because I had never heard of it, and I read a little bit, but it's written in a style of like a young journal, a young kid's journal, and so like it's just kind of jarring and not that pleasant to read. The pacing isn't that of a professional writer because he's not meaning to do that. So. Yeah, I don't know if I'll ever revisit that one. Didn't suck me in the 2 pages I gave it.
Really? But I feel like Bale finished his time. Like he did a trio, right? He did 3.
I agree. It seemed like his thing was done at the end of the last movie. He's like in Paris or something at a cafe, sort of giving Alfred that wink, like, "Yeah, I'm alive, but don't tell anybody." It's like, Master Bruce, you've been suffering for months now. Why wouldn't you just tell me? like poor Alfred, he's been crying his eyes out. His adopted son was dead for months, and he finds out at a cafe. That was a weird scene.
Yeah, it's like, this is on you for not bringing it up. How was I supposed to know?
He faked his death in that bat explosion.
I don't know. I could see Christian Bale I just like a lot more than Ben Affleck as an actor and everything. But
Ben Affleck's had some good roles, I think.
He's had.
I don't think he's a good actor.
He's a guy who hits above his weight. I don't think he's as talented as his performances show. And there's some people that are the opposite maybe, but he's had some really. I liked him in The Town a lot. That armored car robbing movie with Jeremy Renner. I really like that movie.
Good Will Hunting. He was exactly who he was supposed to be.
I think he just played himself.
I don't know. He's not that guy in every other movie. Maybe, but
fair. But like that's the guy he knows. Like if you cast me as a chicken farmer, I'm like, oh yeah, I know those guys. I got you.
Right.
But they cast him as like blue collar Bostonian man, and it's like, oh yeah, I might know a few guys like that.
Right. I don't know him, but 9 times out of 10, whenever you learn who they really are, they're theater kids. They're drama nerds. They sing and dance far better than you expected them to. Like
that's like a letdown. It'll like be like a behind the scenes thing you see where it's like, oh, the cast of Spartacus, that show where everyone's jacked. And it's like,
and naked.
Watch as like in between scenes, they break out into a spontaneous rendition of Mary Poppins. And it's like, oh, right. It's a bunch of fruits dancing around. Like they're just.
Did you know that half of those actors were ballerinas? Like, no, I wish I didn't.
Some aren't though. The ones that aren't are often some of my favorite. John Barenthal. I think he was a baseball or a football player.
Is he the Predator guy or
Punisher?
Punisher. Thank you. Yeah.
And I think he wanted an easy credit, and he was trying to take intro to theater or intro to drama or something like that, but he accidentally took intro to acting. And so now he's on a stage having to perform. And I think that they wanted them to bring an item in that had emotional like ties to them and then tell a story about it. That was their assignment. But he's totally spaced on the assignment, and he brought his baseball glove in. And he told this entire lie about how his mother on her deathbed gave him this baseball glove, and he's crying, and the class is crying, and at the end he's like, "Well, yeah, none of that was true, though." and then the professor or whatever was like, "Oh, well, first of all, you fail. That was not the assignment. And second of all, let's cast you in the next performance. You're good at this." And like that started his acting career. And he got Walking
But he
Dead
failed him.
I think he got in trouble for like making up his story, and because that was not the assignment. The assignment was to bring in a thing that had emotional ties to you and tell a story about it. And he just took his baseball glove and told a lie.
I mean, that's just a last second. He forgot about the assignment, did his best. They should have given
like
him
that guy could fill in at NASA.
Sounds like that guy could fill in. He could really look at screws for 4 weeks closely.
They're all flatheads.
I hate flatheads. Outdated screw type.
Outdated.
What's your favorite screw type, Woody?
Robert.
I like those star bits that have the security pin in the middle.
I mean, I have the bits for that, obviously, but they're not my favorite, and I have to find them. The square head, are they called Robinson Drive? Is that
good old Robinson Drive.
Don't have to tell me twice.
Yeah, I mean, Phillips head is okay because
only Robinson invented those,
but you have to press really hard. The square heads don't naturally pull out. You don't have I can left-handed on a ladder drive a square head. That's where it's at.
Have you ever tried to screw the screws in on a piece of IKEA furniture with that so thin it's sharp wrench that they give you? You're trying to crank it. You're like, cut myself.
Stamped wrenches.
That shit sucks.
Yeah.
That was horrible.
I mean, maybe the cop thought that the shooter was a member of the color guard.
That was such a funny part of that Batman, where on 2 different occasions, the Joker is just the most horrid looking man without makeup on, and he's just walking alongside cops 9 inches from their face side by side, and no one is like, you look like that fucking.
Well, they think he's a veteran,
the Joker guy,
and that's the fan theory that he is a veteran, and that explains how he was walking in that formation and fitting in his scars that he gives different answers to, which are clearly lies. You want to know how I got these scars? Explain
the nurse part where he's wearing a mask, looking like the Joker, and Harvey Dent. Until he takes the mask off. He takes the mask off, and then Harvey's like, Joker!
Well, so Harvey's clearly heavily medicated. Half his face is blown off. Okay, I attribute it to that. He
still had the wherewithal to recognize the Joker, but not like this. Yeah.
He clearly had Joker
Explain
eyes.
Clark Kent.
Yeah, you can't explain Clark Kent. That doesn't work, especially in modern times when we have facial recognition software that's just open source.